Hey, and welcome back. This is Dr. Dave. Imagine my mirthful glee when I was reading in the journal Brain Behavior and Immunity. Who doesn't read that regularly? Okay, well, I don't. But this article caught my attention. Are we facing a crashing wave of neuropsychiatric sequelae of COVID-19? Neuropsychiatric symptoms and potential immunological mechanisms. That's a mighty long title for one article. The article reminds us that it's not necessarily the stress or, in this case, the bug, the virus that kills you, but rather it is your own idiosyncratic immune reaction to the bug. And that shows up in myriad ways, and as a psychiatrist, naturally, I'm mostly worried about your neuropsychiatric symptomatology, your brain and total body, central nervous system symptoms. What might those look like? Well, disturbances of mood. I've seen anything from sad mood, down mood, to reactivity and irritability and lability, mood swings and irascibility and biting the heads off of people. So a lot of different mood symptoms. I see a lot of anxiety, fearfulness, and then just free-floating anxiety, anxiousness, worry, dread, doom, despair, and agony on me. Then I see mostly cognitive impairment, the brain fog, right? The lack of mental energy, clarity of thought, difficulty making decisions, and now's the time where we need to make critical decisions. Those would be the acute neuropsychiatric sequelae I'm most likely to see, am already seeing, have seen for years. Now, longer term, such sequelae, consequences, ramifications, whatever word you want to use there, can cause early dementia and even early death of many different causes, right? Now, the term of art that I used years ago when investigating a different set of infections, these were fungal infections now that affected the central nervous system. The term that was used in the literature, I didn't make this up. I'm not opposed to making things up, but I did not make this up. It's called immunological dissonance. Isn't that wonderful? And I've used that term before, and it speaks to you have pockets where you have increased immune activity, and then you have pockets where you have decreased immune reactivity at the same time, and that's a bad situation. All right. Now, this article goes on to say that perhaps the best approach to these post-viral syndromes, neuropsychiatric symptom clusters, symptom domains, is psychoneuroimmunology. I was so happy to see that. I got goosebumps, albeit just on the one side of my body. Psychoneuroimmunology is what I practice, and I've been talking about that for a decade now. That merely implies that your genes, uterine environment, your life experiences, particularly early life adversity, and now your choices and habits, GULCH, remember that mnemonic? G, genes, U, uterine environment, L, life experiences, particularly early life adversity, C, choices, H, habits, combined with today's modern slings and arrows, in this case a virus, but it could be any number of things, bring about progressive imbalances among various physiological systems, to include your neurotransmitters, your growth chemicals, right, i.e. those things that help, like Miracle-Gro for the brain, your other hormones, your adrenal output, your immune reactivity. All of those things are affected, and then those are what bring about these symptom domains we're talking about. Now, I don't have anything approved to treat anything such as COVID-19 psychiatric sequelae. There's nothing approved to treat that, right? And I'm not about to tell you that my measures have been studied. I will say that my approach is to correct the imbalances that I typically measure, right? Through urine, blood, saliva, and sometimes feces, right? I'm looking at everything that I can. Identify the imbalances that I believe to be mediating your symptoms, and then I take a systematic approach to correcting them. That's it. All right. And that's the psychoneuroimmunological approach in a nutshell. I'll be back with some more articles. This one, though, was fascinating and somewhat affirming in terms of what I do every single day for you and your brain and your body, and hopefully your life and your relationships. Okay, that's all. In the meantime, don't let that immunological dissonance get you. Stay safe and be sane, or is that be safe and stay sane? I've heard it both ways. Peace out. See you next time. Thanks.